Popular creator Phil Lester collapsed in a bizarre health scare this week. You're watching What's Trending. I'm Martine Bierman. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more bizarre news stories. Phil Lester is a beloved British YouTuber and radio personality who has gained over 4 million subscribers on his channel Amazing Phil. But he recently made a vlog that made a lot of subscribers really worried. The video is called Why I Went to Hospital and shows a picture of Phil pointing to his brain, which means 911, Phil has something wrong with his brain.
I'm fine.
Ah, Phil, you got us with that clickbait. There's nothing wrong with your brain if you can think that stuff up, you naughty guy. But like, no, really, he did go to hospital and it was super dramatic, but thankfully he shared all those juicy details in his online vlog. Phil said he'd been feeling crappy for 3 days, having headaches and shivering. But then it got worse. Way worse.
In my Dream Phil still had this pressurizing, pounding headache. So even in my dreams, I was like, something's wrong. Something is wrong with my head. I don't know what's happening.
At 5 a.m., Phil went upstairs to get more headache medicine.
And then that was the moment I was like, something's not right. Something is not right with me right now. So I looked in the mirror and then I looked down into the pillbox and my vision just went so weird. I can't really explain it, so I'm gonna try and do it in Final Cut to show you, but it kind of looked like this. It was like double vision with a little bit of black and white flashes.
I mean, I've been there too. It's like late at night and you're like, I don't actually have a headache. If I just go back to sleep, it's gonna be fine. And just like me, Phil was in denial.
This doesn't happen to me.
Okay, this is where it gets hectic though, because after he passed out, he then tried to stand up and he passed out again.
Then I thought, if I'm a ghost, am I gonna haunt this room? And is my ghost gonna have emoji pajamas? Those were the three things I thought.
Finally, Phil decided to lie on the floor and just call for help.
Dan!
And in the middle of trying to decide whether or not to call the ambulance, he knew he wanted one thing.
Toast.
He went to bed, woke up, and then went to hospital. And surprise, surprise, the doctors were concerned. Cause hello, you're like pretty much on the floor for a while and couldn't get up after passing out. That's always like a cause for some concern. He had blood tests, a CAT scan, MRI scan, he had like all the scans.
For the entire hour, I was just listening to angry rap music.
But here is the good news about all of this. We get to see Phil's brain.
It looks more like a brain than I thought it would.
I always thought Phil was hot from the outside. Thanks, Phil. Always wanted to know what your brain looked like.
And that's it, your blood pressure drops, your heart rate drops, and for a second, you just don't function. But yeah, I'm fine now. I might faint at any time.
Yeah, that makes us feel so much better. But Phil says he was inspired to share his story after watching a video by PJ The Kick, who detailed his story about having his appendix taken out. Both creators encourage anybody who thinks they might have a health problem to seek help and see a doctor. Don't wait till you've had some really yummy toast and talked to your roommate, you know, painted your toenails, you know, done your hair. Go. Go immediately. Like right now, if you're watching this video and you feel a little faint, just go. Stop eating bread, go to the hospital. So have you ever had a bizarre health scare? And at what point, if you had been Phil, would you have gone to the hospital? Having just listened to this whole video, I would hope that your lesson would now be immediately. That should be your answer, so leave it in the comments. And for more awesome stories and trends, head to whatstrending.com.